Jordan, it is that time again.
Chris, it is absolutely that time again.
The PetaPixel Best and Worst of 2025. You know, some of our viewers absolutely live for this day. I'm sure there's some viewers that only watch this day.
It is a statutory holiday for many when this episode drops.
For us included. We love doing this. And
we get a day off?
Yeah, we don't get a day off.
Okay.
No, actually, we're going the entire weekend. It's going to be a lot. But, you know, it's going to be fun. We're at the Drake family cabin here. We're going to do some more cabin kind of games, like some rustic stuff.
Yeah, like it's cold outside, how are you going to pass the time? Those kind of games.
Stuff.
Absolutely. But the other way you pass time, Chris, is with some heavy drinking.
Oh, yes, absolutely. We're going to have a signature drink. But I also want to say, it's a special year this year because we're joined by our best and worst buds, Levi Holwell behind the camera, and Alex Mitchell, who is like our MC/referee. It's going to be fantastic. Hello, everyone. In a few hours, I might not be lucid, so I think I'd like to get this out of the way right now. You are going to hear about a lot of different cameras. Some will be the best and some will be the worst, but they can all be found at B&H Photo. And I just want to talk to you about a great way to get those cameras into your hands. So first off, you should consider looking at a B&H Photo Payboo Credit Card, because if you use this to make purchases at bhphotovideo.com, you can get the sales tax back on your purchases. You'll pay the sales tax, but B&H Photo will pay it back to you. And that's a really nice discount, especially as you come to the holiday season. Or there's another option. Don't worry about the sales tax, but instead, maybe financing will be a better way for you to spread the payments out over time. Well, you can look at either 6 or 12-month financing plans using this Payboo credit card. Either way, I think these are great ways to manage the costs and get yourself some new gear. But do remember that this is a credit card. You want to use it responsibly, and there is a pre-approval process. You do have to apply for this card. So definitely check it out. There's a link there. You can get more info there. But go to bhphoto.com/Payboo and learn more for yourself today. Payboo accounts are issued by Comenity Capital Bank. Now let's get back to the episode and see which cameras you should consider and maybe which ones you shouldn't. So of course we have to have a drink of choice for our festivities tonight. And today we're going with a classic shot. This is the Kamikaze. I've never actually had these before, but basically it is 1 part vodka, 1 part triple sec, and then 1 part lime juice. And I know it's a travesty not to use freshly squeezed lime juice, but you know, we don't have the time for it, you know, and like it's a lot of work. And after 5 or 6 of these, we're not gonna care anyways. Should be a tart one. And so we're gonna get started, and like so many TNT laden Mitsubishi A6 M50s, we are going to divine win the out of our tummies. Okay guys, so it is time for our first game, our first challenge. It is outside obviously and pitch black, although could you believe it's like 5:30? It's just winter in Canada, man.
Such a classic daylight savings time move, yeah.
So Alex Mitchell, you are our official games master here, okay? You're gonna be doing this, and I do want to point out that this is our first challenge because we haven't had any drinks yet, and I see bladed weaponry. What is going on here?
Yeah, you might see that in my hand. I have a nice little wood splitting axe here. And the first game, because we're going a little rustic, we're out in the woods, there's no video games this time, we are going to be chopping some wood. So each participant has 5 pieces that they have to split down the middle. So whoever can do that first without losing any limbs, digits, etc., wins this round.
Okay, so the rules are important. So what you're saying is even if Jordan beats me in the race, if he does cut a part of his body off, I win by default? Because that's a very likely thing to happen.
The paramedics, they're going to be the extra judge that weighs in on that, okay?
Okay, so, we'll just see what happens. Okay, well, let's get to it.
3, 2, 1, chop!
Oh, that doesn't count. What? Did that split?
I think so, yeah.
Oh!
Does that count?
Oh my God!
If they don't get a good shot.
Okay.
This was lackluster.
Well,
next one, Jordan.
All right. Really?
Oh, yeah. Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast.
What?
Niccolls! Winner, round 1, Chris Niccolls.
Jordan, drink your precipitate.
Oh God! It was much more appetizing when you first mixed this. This is nightmare fuel.
I want to watch you drink it slowly.
Bottoms up, Drake.
Ugh. All right, Jordan, it was painful to watch you drink that shot, but I'm glad that I won the first challenge.
It was tasty.
Oh, good. Well, you know what else is tasty? The best lens of 2025.
Expand on that metaphor.
Okay, well, I will not. But, you know, I want to say this. There was a lot of really interesting prime lenses this year, but they didn't make it into our top 3. But I think we should still talk about them because I think we made a vow 2025 to review a lot more Chinese manufactured lenses.
And Korean as well.
And Korean as well. And boy, did we ever.
Yeah. And there was some great stuff, like you were really impressed with the Surrey.
Surrey, the Viltrox 85mm 1.4 Pro I really liked. But they all still have quirks or issues with character or slower focusing in some cases that I feel like they're really coming a long way, but they're not quite there.
Okay. I mean, the one that I was really pushing for was the Sigma 135-1.4, which I reviewed. It's basically an optically perfect lens. Yes, it's big, but it's a very unique look to it. So that is definitely the top of my honorable mentions. But what is third place?
Well, so this is what I think it was a great lens, but I think, you know, people are kind of hurting a little bit when it comes to budget, and I want to go for something a little bit more affordable. So I'm thinking about lenses that kind of like gave me a positive reaction I didn't expect. And the first lens was the Panasonic 24-60 f2.8.
The one that's filming us right now?
It's filming us right now. Yes, on the Panasonics that are filming us right now. And I just remember playing with it. I'm like, oh, Panasonic zoom, it's probably not going to be that great. Turned out to be nice, sharp at 2.8. Good image quality all around throughout the range, and affordable. When you find out the price under $1,000, incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that lens. I use it all the time. All right, the second best lens of the year is one I actually got to spend quite a bit of time with, filming video with it, but Chris also loved shooting photos with the Nikkor 24-70 f2.8 version 2. And the original Z-mount version of this lens was kind of legendary. It had a beautiful character to it. It really excelled in most ways, but we were a little bit let down by the autofocus, and it was a big sucker. So now they bring out the version 2. It's internal zooming, which rocks for video. Also, the autofocus motor is probably the fastest we've seen on a Nikon zoom at this point. So they took what was almost a flawless lens, made it a flawless lens with even some new features. It's probably the best standard zoom on the market right now, and it's the second best lens of the year.
Okay, so the number one lens of 2025 is actually a bargain. I know it's not going to sound like it, but just hear me out. It is the Sigma 300-600 f4 DGOS Sport. Okay, you can get this lens for just over $6,500. If you consider like a fixed 600mm f4, those lenses go for well over $10,000. You know, 11, 12, 13, just crazy prices. Why not spend half that? Get a zoom that covers 300-600, gives you the same amount of light, and is sharp all the way throughout its range. This thing's image stabilized, it focuses quick, and it's rugged for any environment. I just think if you're getting into wildlife or sports and you have the budget, this is going to end up saving you a ton of money. One lens to cover a whole bunch of lenses. It really is great value for the dollar.
All right, everybody, so we are on the trivia round right now.
Nice.
We've got some Sibley's Bird trivia donated by the Drake estate.
I don't know why it was here.
Well, there's so many birds that come to the feeder and stuff. That's probably why, but like, we just spent a week in Costa Rica. I learned like 30 species of neotropical bird there, and I probably forgot it all. But, you know, we were both there, so I feel like that's fair.
You showed a clear interest to learning the names of the birds. I believe you are a ringer in this event, and it is unfair, but let's go ahead and
any of these neotropical, but who knows, let's go. If the answer is black-throated bush tit, I got this.
Oh, well, okay, that already...
Throw it away.
Okay, so the first to two?
first to two, yeah.
Okay,
you know, we don't want to spend too much time on bird trivia.
Unless we don't get any, and then we're just going first to one, I think.
Okay, round one on the trivia. Jordan's up first. So, Jordan... Many birds are named in imitation of their calls or songs.
That's true.
Which of the following birds was not named after the sound of its own voice? The whippoorwill, the chickadee, the killdeer, or the limpkin?
I believe that's the limpkin, Alex.
You are correct!
Oh, right.
All right, here we go. Chris Niccolls, okay, to tie it up.
My turn, okay.
Which of the following has led to changes in the ways that birds sing in many species over the past 100 years? Evolutionary selection for more complex ear structure, imitating human music, boredom, quote unquote, of mates with typical song patterns of the species, or increased low-frequency noise from machinery, traffic, etc.
Okay, so clearly it's not a fluffy-backed tit babbler. That doesn't apply in this case, so I'm going to go with machinery noise.
That is also correct!
Whoa! Humans wreck everything!
We are tied.
Yes.
Which bird family is specifically adapted for eating flower nectar as a primary food source? Vireos? I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. Finches, hummingbirds, or thrushes?
The hummingbirds have those really long noses. I think it's a hummingbird, Alex.
You are correct.
I win!
That was a very I get a chance to break the tie. If I get
Very
this,
softball question,
yeah,
okay.
that was a very easy question. I assume I get an equally easy one.
Well, it says there the easier question. Okay. When do birds generally begin building a nest? As soon as they leave the nest they hatched in, when the weather gets cold during their first winter, when they are ready to lay eggs, or after they are at least 4 years old?
Oh, God. So it's not rumped bush tyrant. God, all the answers I had prepared, it doesn't... when it gets... No, because some birds will make nests in the warm weather. It doesn't always get cold. I'm just going to go... I'm going to go with the obvious, which is when they're ready to lay eggs.
That is also correct.
Yes!
This is tiebreaker. First person to shout out the correct answer wins.
You want to do it that way?
Yep.
We could do it that way.
Okay.
This one goes out to you, Chris.
Okay.
Which bird's deep, booming call earned it the nickname Thunder Pumper?
Birds rock.
That's the Chris Niccolls bird.
The American bittern, the greater sage grouse.
Yeah, it's the
king
greater
rail?
sage grouse.
I was not done!
Doesn't matter, it's the greater sage grouse. Am I
Well,
right?
Finish them all.
King rail or the green-winged teal?
No, it's the
Green
greater
winged
sage
teal.
grouse. No, I already said it, greater sage grouse.
You're both wrong, actually. It is the American bittern.
Oh, no.
What now?
Just do it again.
Referee?
I guess we have to go for another one. Which of the following is a way that birds have been found to compensate for increased low-frequency noise? Deciding not to nest in noisy areas, increased singing at night when it is quieter, singing at higher frequencies to differentiate from low-frequency noise.
It's that one.
Or all of the above.
All of the above.
Damn it. That's probably all of the above.
It is all of the above.
Yes! Jordan, drink your stuff.
It looks like a drink this time.
Oh, dude. 2 in a row. Oh. All right, next category. So, Jordan, we're getting through it. We had a lovely chili dinner, by the way, you made. It was very nice. We've been eating citric acid shots all night.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
It means it's time for Best Video Camera of the Year 2025.
Heartburn. It's time for heartburn.
And
It hurts.
you're so old. And the best video cameras of 2025. And this is going to be contentious.
What?
Okay, because there's some cameras that are not on our top 3 that a lot of people are going to expect.
Okay, but
the Canon C50.
C50 you're not putting on the list?
It's
What about
not
Nikon
on the
ZR? Nikon ZR has to be on there.
It is not on my list. And it's a very good camera. But
That's
just
crazy.
This was a great year for video cameras. And I think the shocker for a lot of people, my number 3 place is going to go to the Canon R6 Mark III. Now, when I first took a look at the C50, I loved shooting with it. It was a really enjoyable experience. Levi, our camera operator, got to experience the wonder of that camera as well. But we were both complaining, in bright sun, it'd be really nice to have an EVF. It would be awesome to have IBIS when we're running around with these cameras. Even using them on a monopod, R6 III offers you all of those features. And I know there are some people, some referees in the room, this camera overheats, but it's really only if you're shooting oversampled 4K 60 and open gate, which, are definitely modes I use a fair amount, but not for long record times most of the time. And if you do need them, there's the C50 for you. But I would prefer to have an R6 III, which is why it's my number 3. Wow.
All right, so out of the graciousness of my heart, I feel like I need to catch up a little bit, so I'm just going to, throw a couple back. Why not? Number 2 video camera of the year is actually one that I've used myself quite a bit. Here at the cabin, it is going to be the DJI Mavic 4 Pro. I mean, this drone is easy to fly for anybody, super long range, beautiful cameras, but I especially love the freedom of the new gimbal, just how much range of motion it has. It lets you do dynamic movements, lets you keep the subject framed, even if you're really moving that drone around, and it didn't crash once. Even in the dark, flying over the tall trees outside, it had great detection, even without any light. So I think it's a fantastic tool for anybody who wants that aerial footage.
Number 1 video camera of the year should not be a huge surprise if you've been watching the title cards on our videos, because more than half the videos that I've shot this year were on the Panasonic S1 II. And this camera brings a lot of massive upgrades to the S1 line that was maybe growing a little bit stagnant. We get a partially stacked sensor giving us beautiful oversampled slow motion record modes on this. The autofocus has been dramatically improved, and the entire thing has just been a very sturdy workhorse with all the assist tools professionals are going to demand. I love using this camera. I think Levi's just having a blast back there, right, Levi? Loving it? You're loving it like a McDonald's ad?
I'm loving it.
Camera of the year.
Hey, Jordan.
How do you know my name? Who are you?
We've worked together for like 17 years.
I'm sorry.
Our wives are best friends. Jeez.
Today's been a lot.
Wow. Okay, well, before we get to the next game, although maybe we should stop now, tell us about this beautiful warm glow that's lighting us here in the room.
Oh, these are the wonderful Westcott lights. So they're like a Cobb style. So it's a single point light source. We got the 60 and the 120.
Okay.
And what I really like about these guys, they're very compact, but they're also really flexible, so we can change not only the output of them, but change the color temperature
What
as
did you do with the color temperature in here?
Well, I got it like tungsten-ish to give it like a nice warmth that really like plays well with the fire and the Christmas tree.
Ooh, I bet
Very
it looks
flexible.
great.
I love, you know, earlier we were outside.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can just slap
No generator, no electricity. What are we doing?
just use a D-tap. You can run it off of
Westcott V-mount batteries.
They've got their own batteries for that, and they ran us like the entire stupid competitions that we're doing. So that's awesome.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, I like these lights a lot, Chris.
Yeah.
Talk about like links and things.
Oh, okay, you could go to fjwestcott.com if you want to grab these for yourself. Check them out. The Li120B and the Li60B from Westcott, or click the link in the description below. We like the stuff so much that they are PetaPixel's preferred
lighting partner.
Oh, good job.
In your hands, you will find a single dart.
Okay.
You each get one dart
we-
per round.
And we fight each other with them, or what?
Yeah, to the death, exactly.
Cool.
Yeah. But what we've got here is a dartboard on the back of this shack. Okay? Each round you get one chance to try to hit the bullseye. Whoever gets it closest wins that round.
Okay.
So points are relevant.
Points, yes, exactly. So best
Points
of 3,
irrelevant.
okay?
Okay, yeah.
To decide who goes first, chuck it in the thing and see who gets closest to the center. The thing.
This is like our practice.
Yeah, this is the practice round, okay?
The weight of the dart.
Yeah. If this is the one for me. Oh gosh, that was
Wow.
horrible. That was horrible.
Whoa!
Oh wow, we both suck.
Oh
I
my
think
God,
I
okay.
think I'm closer.
So that's Chris Niccolls going first, all right?
With almost the worst shot possible.
Yeah. Round one.
Round one. Here we go.
Chris.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Hey!
Oh yeah.
This is not my year.
Jordan.
Apparently it's not the year of the Nikon ZR either.
All right, Jordan. Round 2.
If I just shout really hard,
You got this. Okay. Okay. It's on the board. It's on the board. All right, here we go.
all right. That's a round for Jordan.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Cool. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Respectable.
Okay, Jordan, this is your chance.
Okay. There's only the possibility of tying now.
Oh, Jordan, you're gonna have to steamroll me for the next 3 challenges.
God.
To force some sort of tiebreaker.
We are back in front of a nice warm hearth to announce the
Yeah.
winner of the next round here,
I
the
feel
darts
like
game.
I'm behind in the drinking for some reason now. So
No! Drinking is for losers, and unfortunately, Jordan is the 3rd round loser. So
can I earn a Gaviscon?
Of course.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, champions get Gaviscon. Losers
Yeah.
get another shot.
Oh. All right, Jordan, it is time for the best camera of 2025. This
That's
is
a
big one.
really important category.
It is a very.
This is exciting.
It's a very important category, and you know what? There were a lot of interesting cameras this year.
This is a year of weirdo, interesting cameras,
Yes,
for sure.
right? Like lots of strange stuff. I mean, Sigma BF was cool. Lots of medium format. The Fuji GFX 100 RF I really enjoyed. Hasselblad's new X2D2
Yeah, like
was
some really
great.
interesting stuff there, for sure.
Yes, I was Ricoh GR4, like a Q3 model, like there's so many, but I feel like those cameras I've just listed are still quite limited or niche products.
Yeah, it's for a very specific
Yeah.
audience. Okay, so what's the 3rd best camera?
I think it should go to a camera that I had a very good experience with, that is a very decent price and is very capable for what money you're spending on it. The Nikon Z5 II.
That's an awesome camera.
Awesome camera. Great price point, gets people into a very capable camera, into the Nikon system, and very capable for action, sports, landscape, low light photography. Like, it's a good all-around camera.
I think if you're looking at an affordable camera, generally it's going to be annoying in some regards, right?
Yes.
Like missing controls or like bad EVF or something, but honestly the Z5 II has none of that. It's just a surprisingly well-rounded camera on a year where everything seems to be very expensive.
Best camera for the price, for the money that you're going to spend on it.
Okay, so the number 2 camera, we still don't know. We still don't know what is the number 2 and the number 1, and we just did a long car ride coming out here.
Debating. We talked it back and forth.
All right, let's say,
we're still, but you just hash it out in front of the people at home.
Is it the Canon R6 III?
Yes,
an incredibly well-rounded camera.
Which up to like 3 days ago, we would have been like, this is the number 1 camera of 2020. Yeah. But then the Sony A7 IV came out. And they're very similar in both their price and their scope and
their target audience.
And the target audience. And they're both great cameras. So, I don't know, man. I really like the R6 Mark III. I like the body design. I like the ergonomics. They've really got their autofocus down pat. And as you've already said, it's a great hybrid photo video shooter.
Yeah, if I had to pick a video camera, it would be the
R6
you did.
III.
But I know,
you
that's
did
exactly it. I did do it, and there are some really compelling things with the Sony. Like, I do think we're still going to do a head-to-head competition.
Right.
But my impression is image quality is a little better on the Sony. You got better...
From a technical standpoint.
Which is what image quality is.
Yeah,
what
but
is
as
it?
a photographer, I would... interchangeable to me. I would have no problem either way.
They're very similar.
Same resolution.
Basically like twice the battery life of the Canon.
Yeah.
That's not up for debate. I really like the 4-way articulating screen on the Sony.
Yes, that's true.
And I mean, autofocus on both of them are fantastic. They can do a lot.
Okay, but what's Sony like for video? In comparison,
it's probably one of the best 4K cameras on the market.
But it doesn't go higher than 4K.
No, it doesn't. But the Canon, if you really push the envelope with some of those modes, it can overheat. We're in video in a big way. This is best camera overall. What do you? You're the primary host. Your face is on the thumbnail. You need to make this decision right now.
Don't do that. It depends on the criteria. If we're talking about...
Best camera of the year is the criteria. You coward, make a choice.
Look, I don't know, man. Like, if we go from a photographic standpoint purely, I guess the Sony has a slight technical edge.
3, 2, 1. Pick a camera. Best camera of the year.
My heart still says the Canon R6 Mark III.
That's what it is then. Number 2 is the Sony A7 V, and the best camera of the year is the R6 III. 2 outstanding cameras.
All right, for this next round, we have another board game cabin staple, Perfection, which you can see is authentic because it is missing several pieces.
Yes!
All right, so you know the name of the game here. Whoever gets all the pieces in the shortest amount of time or has the fewest pieces left over before the board pops is the winner. You each get your own distinct round.
Okay, awesome. Okay.
Let's get to it.
Okay, perfect. This reminds me of the Operation days a few years ago. I got this. Wait, I lost that.
I won it.
All right, you ready? Here we go, Jordan.
Hit me. Why did I pick this one? I didn't even know where it goes.
An auspicious start.
No, why?
Come on, you can do it.
It's a triangle, it's not that hard. Come on, man. This is a nightmare.
Truly a master of your craft here.
I never claimed this was my craft.
Okay, so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 pieces left. Well done, well done, well done.
You don't mean that.
That wasn't very good.
That was bad. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Seems less confused than I was. I just got a message from Orvis. They want to send you a bunch of free.
Really? Oh, that's awesome. I love
Don't
this
you want to
stuff.
know in more
I
detail
want to know more detail. Wait. Oh, no, this isn't right. No, wait. I got to start over again. I don't think that's right.
Wait, what?
1, 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't know where the rest of these go. I don't know where the rest of these go. Oh!
The
2,
condescension
4, 6, 8, 9.
is just kind of staggering.
I lost. I can't believe it. Good job, Jordan. The game continues, and we still don't have a winner yet. Look, I don't have. I got nervous. I got nervous last minute. I've had a few drinks. I don't know.
This is bullshit, man. Even if I tie this at this point, it's utterly illegitimate, and I'll hate myself when I go to bed.
I lost fair and square.
Well,
Worst camera, worst lens, whatever, sorry.
Okay.
Worst father.
Jordan, what time is it?
it is.
No.
8:30.
What time is it? It's time for
It's worst time.
worst time. We're switching to the worst. This is everybody's favorite, anyways, right? Worst lens of 2025. And this is tough because lens is really good, but there was one that kind of stood out for you, Jordan, as a runner-up.
Okay, so I'm gonna not call it worst lens. I'm gonna call it most disappointing.
Okay.
Because when I heard that Laowa was making a 200mm f2, which is like a lens for professional like sports, things like that, I was really excited.
Yeah.
And the Sigma
130
200 f2, banger.
135 mil for you is like here, but 200 is like right.
I really love a
you
solid
really
200.
Fast 200.
But the big thing is, it's not that sharp wide open. So you really want to stop it down, at which point, why are you buying a 200 f2? Just use a 70 to 200. They're pretty sharp wide open, right?
Right.
And you can get some cool like portrait effects and stuff with it. But yeah, I was pretty underwhelmed with it, especially that the autofocus hit rate was pretty bad. Using a Sony body with excellent autofocus.
And it looked big, like physically.
I used an A1 II for that, and it still was really struggling with the focus.
That's
so,
too bad.
Yeah, a lens for sports that can't do sports photography that well, but not the worst lens of the year.
No.
It was actually the worst lens of 1999.
So like this was a tough one because legitimately it's hard to pick lenses because they're all very good. But one that we know is going to be sort of an older formula that just was never lauded for its performance is the remake of the Canon 75-300 in mirrorless mount.
But a remake implies they tweaked it in some way.
Sure.
So yes, no, we haven't tested this for the show, but the thing is, I owned the EF version of this lens.
I've used it, you've used it, you guys have used it.
It was so bad, I immediately like traded it in for a 70-300 on vacation because I was like, I don't like the images out of this. And then Canon's like, we have re-released a more than 25-year-old lens, and like, what have you done? Well, we changed the mount on it.
And look,
it still sucks, man.
If it did something cool, if it had like cool cachet to it or a neat look,
maybe
that
it's
would
a
be
vintage
something.
optic.
No. It's a very pedestrian lens, and it's weird they brought it back. So that's what we chose for worst lens of 2025.
Just do like the 70-300 IS or something like that. I mean, that's only 15 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the hell is this?
You know what? This is the first I'm hearing about this too, but we're going to march on anyway. So this is another weird cabin board game staple called
this game.
The Sock Game.
Yes.
Thank you for donating some of your multicolored socks, Levi. I really appreciate it. So the name of the game is you spin the dial here, and whatever arrow this lands
Glass
on,
pebble.
you have to root through Levi's stanky old socks to find a trinket that's buried in there, which, again, it's actually a little bit more complicated than you'd think because these socks are full of all sorts of wacky trinkets.
Okay.
Okay, so it's whoever finds the item first, and it's the best of 3 rounds, okay?
This is so simple.
All right, Jordan, it's a race. You ready?
Yeah, you do the first spin.
Okay, and we just both have to try to find it as quick as possible. Oh, ping pong ball. Oh, ping pong ball. Bam! Oh, I don't know, Alex. Who won that one? I don't know, Jordan. That was really close. I think I had that one, but I think we gotta go to the photo finish, review the tape.
It's a good thing that we were recording that.
Review the tape. Okay, that was so close. We looked at the playback. It is inconclusive. No yawning. Don't you dare.
I'm sorry, it took a long time to check the results. And we don't have a laptop or anything, so we have to watch it in real time, and we're like, we can't tell, we're calling it a draw.
We're calling it a draw, so it won't count. We're still going best out of 3.
So you spin again.
Okay, ready? Okay. Here we go. And it's bouncy ball. Bouncy ball. Oh, I can't get in it.
Nope.
And you have to put it on the thing. Ah. Yeah, got you there.
Checker.
Oh, checker's a tough one. Because there's so many round things in here, but they have different textures.
Is this compelling content? What? Nope, that's not a checker.
That's not the checker?
That doesn't look like
Are
a
you
checker.
sure? I think that's
it
the
is
checker.
the checker. Oh.
Congratulations on socking it to him, Chris Niccolls.
Jeez, my hand smells. Whoa, it looks gross going down.
It always looks so gross. But it tastes palatable. I'm just tired of drinking this drink, man. I want something else if I'm going to keep doing this, losing constantly.
All right, Jordan, I got an early victory on you there. It was a good batch.
Really? We're like most of the way through.
Okay, great. Okay, well,
You
good
just
fight.
have yet another of many
Good
victories
fight. I'm
on.
sorry. Next, you'll get me next year. But what I want you to do now is talk about the worst video camera 2025, and I want you to channel all of that anger and hatred.
Oh,
and
it's there.
Yeah, I know it is. And just
present.
and just force it into your worst video camera.
Well, and that's the
2025.
thing that's so annoying about this is I don't have like a ton of rage. I actually enjoyed using this camera. This is more like a, why does this thing exist? Because we always talk like development cycles on cameras are like 4 to 5 years, right?
Sure.
They know what's coming through the pike, and a bunch of Sony engineers are like, we got these great ideas for this Sony a7 IV, and they're like, you know what? We need a cinema camera. Why don't we use like old-ass parts from an a7 IV, release a new video camera, and they created the FX2.
Right.
So this is their dedicated video camera with an old sensor that's not very good for video. And then just a few months later, we have the a7 IV where I'm like, this thing has a way better sensor. You can actually shoot 4K 120, which is like something that cameras are expected to do at this point. And then the argument for the FX2 is like, well, it's a cinema camera, you know, it's got a fan in it. But then when I was testing it, the a7 IV just didn't really overheat when I was testing it in like the most demanding record mode. So why does the FX2 exist? And if I was someone who just bought it, I'd be super annoyed. But the good news is if you're someone who's considering buying it, don't buy it. Just get yourself a Sony a7 IV. So the FX2, I don't know, I guess it's the worst video camera of the year, but it's certainly the one that you should not invest your hard-earned money on.
Anybody who spent any time in the concrete jungle knows Tetherball. So we've got that just in the woods. Where is this coming from?
It's like it's a moody version of it. So basically, we keep whacking the ball until it won't go around anymore, and then whoever's side that is the winner. It's really simple.
Allegedly, how that works.
It's like a cat toy.
Yeah.
It's like a giant cat toy.
It requires enormous dexterity, which I don't have anymore.
Okay, our shortest competitor gets to go first, which would be Jordan Drake.
What you're about to witness is one of the most embarrassing things ever captured by a camera. To make it palatable, it has been cut into a montage set to ragtime music. I'm sorry you have to see this.
Here's what I think of you, 2025.
Ups, downs, twists, turns, but we did have a winner in this game of Tetherball, and it is Chris Niccolls!
I mean, I don't know what to say. I guess I've won this whole game. That was an embarrassing display.
I think
that was absolutely terrible.
I can't believe we're going to put that out into the world. I think it was shameful.
I don't even want.
I think my grandchildren will judge me for what happened out there. It was rough.
Sins of the father, for sure.
So I lost, but the good news is this has been sitting a lot less than yours.
Mine is discombobulated.
So this still looks like a drink, kind of, sort of, with weird floaty stuff, but yours...
It really looks gross.
Bring that over here, Chris.
Yeah.
Can you walk it in?
It really looks gross. I mean, it could be clouds in the sky. It could be like a... Well, we won't talk about it. But
I mean, they will in the comments.
But it's pretty bad. But you know what? I'm going to drink this one with you.
All right, cheers.
Yeah, I know. Maybe, it was a tough year.
What a disaster I was.
I'm sorry.
All right, so what have we learned?
That
I want 2 life lessons out of this competition.
Never play Tetherball ever again. That's for 10-year-olds.
And drink these as soon as you make them.
Yeah, they taste the same. Anyways.
Horrifying.
You know what the audience hasn't learned, though? The worst camera of 2025. And I think we owe it to them to give them that.
Absolutely.
They've been very patient. They've watched some embarrassing stuff tonight. So...
I got a lot of runners-up.
Really?
I got a lot of problems with you cameras,
Wow.
so I want to talk about them, okay?
Whoa.
Leica SL3S,
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
So, like, the SL3, I think,
That camera
does
was
make
so
a fair
bad,
amount of
I
sense.
actually forgot about how bad it was.
So, I mean, it just seems years late. The S series are supposed to be their, like, more hybrid, video-focused kind
Right.
of things. I mean, it was bad enough when it came out, and I was like, this doesn't have some of the features on an S5 II that costs like a
Right.
third of the price.
Right.
And then the S1 II comes out and just absolutely mops the floor in L mount. I
yeah,
can't
yeah,
see any
yeah.
reason for someone to grab the SL3S. You know, it has
But-
the same sensor as that camera, Chris?
What? With the Sigma BF?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I just want to say the Leica SL3S, the reason why
we're
it's
going
not...
back.
Yeah, sorry. The reason why it's not the worst camera for me of this year is because my main issue was it was trying to do something that another camera's already doing way better.
Right.
For less money.
Yeah.
But it is still an effective camera kit.
You could use it.
Totally. I mean, it
take a
works fine.
photograph.
No, it's fine. So the Sigma BF, I don't know, like, it's a beautiful design. It's really cool. This is kind of your runner-up. I don't know if I'd really put it there in runner-up for worst camera because what it's trying to do is very limited, but what it's trying to do, it does well. I did not gel with the camera. I don't really enjoy using it, but I'm big enough to say, like, that doesn't mean that it's the be-all end-all, or that my opinion is what everybody else should follow.
So that's supposed to be the hot camera you bring with you everywhere because it looks really good.
Sure.
But it doesn't have a mechanical shutter.
No.
So if you're in artificial light, it's a crapshoot as to whether
Yeah.
or not you're going to get a
Yeah.
usable photo out of
And
it.
no EVF.
Which is why I would put it in the running.
Sure, but what it's trying to do, it's doing pretty okay. It's trying to be a stylish, okay. I just feel like there's a camera that's trying to, so here's the thing. The Sigma BF is trying to do something very limited.
I commend them for doing
and
something
it does
interesting.
it well in that limited way.
Yes.
Whereas, what I think the worst cameras of 2025
Which I agree is the worst
took a
camera of
big
25.
risk, just like the Sigma BF, but unlike the Sigma BF, this big risk did not pay off. It's the Fujifilm X-Half.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it and I was like, that sounds so cool. Its whole idea of having a film mode where you choose a stock of film and you can only shoot that
Yeah.
for a certain number of exposures. That sounds super fun. It is the core flaw of it that it is a slow lens with a small Type 1 sensor.
Yeah.
Your smartphone has a smaller sensor, but a very fast lens, and it can stack images and make beautiful image quality. This can't do that. The pictures that come out of it look worse than your phone.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Like, it's a beautifully designed camera. Everybody who sees it falls in love with it immediately, plays with it. And I've talked to a lot of other people in our industry, many of whom were very excited about it when it first came out.
Yeah, pre-ordered
And then,
it immediately.
3 months later, they're like, nah. You know, like the analog thing was fun. And then I was like, nah, it's not that fun anymore. Like, I would just shoot analog if I wanted to have that experience. So then, like, okay, well, it's a compact point and shoot camera. Then they're like, 3 months later, like, yeah, but it doesn't take great photos, and like it's very basic, and my phone would do a very similar thing. And then 3 months later, it ends up on a used shelf.
Yeah, it sits in a drawer or it gets sold again. Yeah, I think.
And you know what? The camera store, our friends at the camera store, they're even saying like, oh yeah, the Fujifilm X-Half, we're having a hard time.
It was funny because they have a stock area for like boxes of products, and the Fujifilm section is empty because those cameras are so popular.
Except
X-Half bodies.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool idea. It was a love letter, but it just it's a big risk that I just don't think paid off very well.
I can fix this for you, Fujifilm. Just put all the cool film mode stuff into your very good other X series cameras. You give me an XE5 with that film mode, I will absolutely do that because it's going to look better than my smartphone and it's a fun shooting experience. But yeah, to tie that shooting experience to subpar image quality, I think just makes it a dud.
All right. Well, I had a lot of fun this year.
I had some fun.
It was a great year for mid-range mirrorless cameras, and there's some interesting stuff that came out. So just give me like a short 40-minute, 50-minute dissertation on what you think will happen for 2026, 27.
I don't have to do that because we will be doing that very shortly on the PetaPixel podcast, Chris.
Even better.
We're going to be doing our predictions episode very soon. We're going to be ranking all the camera manufacturers. If it hasn't already come out, it might have come out by this point.
That's okay. Time travel's cool now, man. It's like Back to the Future. It's all good.
It's a good podcast and you should listen.
Yes.
But you know what else is really cool?
Huh.
you should become a PetaPixel member.
I mean, I am, so I feel like you're judging me now, but maybe they should if they haven't already.
Yeah, you should become a PetaPixel member. For only $3 a month or $30 for a whole damn year, you could get access to our sample galleries. You could go to petapixel.com, look at it ad-free.
We paid more than that for the drinks that we drank
other
tonight.
stuff. Tell me the other stuff that happens.
Oh, dude, you can download sample galleries, the JPEGs and RAWs. I'll say it again. You can also go on to things like the Moment Store and get some cash back and buy some cool stuff there. Or you can go to cage.com and get discounts on certified pre-owned gear. Or you can even go to our merch store and get like, what, 25% off? Something crazy like that?
I think it's less than that, but
you get a nice discount. I don't know. It's like a good discount. I don't know. Like, read the fine print. The terms are there. But like, you're going to get money back.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. You're going to get money back. It's a great value for the dollar. And it really helps us out to do a lot of cool special projects and also help keep the staff going that don't get to drink with us, who we are thinking about right now.
Did we do it?
I don't think so. What else do we need to say?
The biggest
thanks
is... Fine. Just do it. Victor, go ahead, Chris. Winner of this year's Best and Worst competition. Bring it all home.
Jordan, we want to thank the viewers for another great year, but who else do we want to thank?
I want to thank Levi Holwell, Alex Mitchell for helping us out. I want to help everybody who's been involved with the PetaPixel show this year to make it maybe our best YouTube year ever. Yeah. So thanks, everyone. I'm done, man. This has been hard.
All right, bye. I feel great. Heartburn, though.